Yo, 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 welcome everybody to TCR, Trinity Competitive Racing, and welcome to preseason testing for the Golden Class. Yes, it's a Wednesday, and you know what that means, it's the Golden Class. And we are back, TCR is back, and better than ever, for another round, another season, another chance at unlocking your racing potential, Season 15. We do have some spots and seats still open for a few of the, I think there's for all of them currently, so if you want to get your own opportunity, your own chance in Season 15, you can still sign up. Head over to the website, down in the description below on the YouTube side of things. We have all the information up on the website. You can sign up, join our Discord, and get on the grid. We start next week here at Australia for round number 1. We have 15 rounds in the calendar, so it's going to be a lot of impact, competitive racing all throughout, so we can definitely get you in there. We have all 3 classes with different assist levels, so we can definitely put you in at some point. But we are live on both the YouTube and the Twitch, so welcome everybody in. Hope everybody's doing alright. Last night we had the silver class out on track, and it was a very close grid. Only 9 here tonight, although we do have, I think, 18 signed up, so quite a few missed here in testing. Wasn't mandatory, just getting out on track to get back into the swing of things. We've been off for a few months. So that's pretty much what we got here. I am joined by a few drivers in the grid. I didn't have a co-com, so I thought they'd join. We might be hearing them throughout. So yeah, should be fun. So tune in, and if anyone has any questions or comments, leave them down below. I'll definitely answer them.
I guess one of the driver will be me. Will be the commentator then.
Yeah, welcome Raiden. You got promoted from the silver class last year, so you're up in golden, and looks like you're setting the times alright up there. 21.7 on the hard tire.
Yeah, but everyone wants to try the hard tire first, but I did make a spin. I think I impeded. Ah, there was another spin.
Whoa.
Kinda impeding Benson over there. Hope I didn't mess his lap again this time. But yeah, trying to familiarize with the hard tires a bit, because this has been a bit of a issue for me myself since the silver class. So,
and what's been an issue? What'd you mention?
hard tires.
Oh, they maybe they're getting too hot throughout the lap, is what you're saying.
Yeah, and loss of grip all of a sudden. Usually, that's one thing as well. Trying to figure out how to not let that happen again. But yeah, but so far it's just testing, so not really gonna count as time.
No, yeah, definitely not. Last night we saw a lot of the drivers start on the hards, do a little bit of long stints, and then as the race or the practice went on more and went to the soft tire to showboat a little bit. But yeah, we got you, and also your teammate this year. He just joined the lobby, so now we got 10 for testing. The main Wayne returns.
Oh well, I guess the McLaren is gonna be represented by both Southeast Asian drivers. I don't know, he's from Singapore. So that's what I saw. He was competing last year in the Singaporean flag, and yeah, Southeast Asian team in the McLaren. Well, one hell of funding, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, let's get a little stat line on the main Wayne. The main Wayne finished 8th last year. It was his first season in TCR. He had 96 points, right behind SPM, who is in 2nd. SPM had 117. I guess I'll go over the standings now and give a little a sense of how we finished off. Yeah, D'Angelo in 6th last year. He's actually getting moved up to the Platinum class. He's going to be my teammate in Aston Martin. That was more of by choice. He did kind of have an opportunity to stay in Golden, but he wanted to move up. Plus, I needed a teammate. He's my silver co-com. And 5th was Tebow. He's your silver champion from 2 seasons ago. He's going to be rejoining. He'll be on the grid going for a golden championship. P4 last year was Dirt Shark. He got moved up to Platinum. Same with Rockstar, who finished 3rd. GTR, unfortunately, he did get promoted. You won't be able to do Platinum, but he is not on the grid this season. And the champion of last year, Weeb, he's going to be up in the Platinum class as your Season 14 Golden class champion. Degabri in the YouTube comment says, "What do you look for during the pre-season tests?" Well, not much, because all these drivers are confirmed because we start next week. So there's no everyone's confirmed in this week of testing. It's really just to get the drivers out there and see what they're about. Maybe test some setups. We are racing here exactly at Australia next week for round 1, so it's an opportunity to work with your teammate for the first time of the season, maybe. First time some of these drivers are on track with each other. We had some silver drivers get promoted, some new drivers. Just an opportunity for them. But everybody is confirmed. But you do want to see kinda who the favorites are coming in. Like I had mentioned just moments ago, a lot of people got moved up to Platinum. It's gonna shake things up at the front. Who's gonna be up at the front this year? I think this grid is really close between almost everybody, so I'm actually really looking forward to it. Yeah, FFR Raikkonen in the comments of YouTube says, "Haven't followed Silver and Golden too much from last season, but who moved up from Silver to Gold?" From the guys here today. Yeah, so you know what? I should be using my controller. I haven't been changing the pictures. Sorry, guys. I'm just sitting here talking. I ain't even got the controller in my hand. The highest person up here so far that moved up is Raiden Shogun. He's in the McLaren. He finished P3 last year, so he'll be up in Golden in the McLaren. We also have both Red Bulls, but we got Segrist. He finished. Let's see where he finished. I believe 4th, 5th. These are outdated, so it doesn't help. 4th or 5th. I think it was 4th. But Segrist is up in the Golden class. Raffle, who just went for a spin. He's your Silver class champion of Season 14. He'll be on the grid in the Haas this year. He was the Mercedes last season. And Ben Swerven, who's teammates with Segrist, he's also got moved up. He is finished around 7th. I don't know how accurate that is from what I'm looking at. But he's also moved up. And I believe there's Omega getting moved up. He's not here today. So about 5 people getting moved up. About 5 moved up to Platinum, so it kind of sustained everything. Yeah, Taz, if you want, you can join. Definitely join. We're vibing tonight. Nothing too crazy, guys. Nothing too crazy. I spoke way too much last night, so just that's why you gotta tune in. You gotta check the silver class out. But I do want to mention a driver who's returned, who we didn't see last year. He's actually in the chat here. TCR underscore F1 racer. He's your silver class champion of, let's see if I know, season 9? I think that's right. Season 9, silver class champion. Interesting season because we're going to have 3 silver class champions on the grid this year. 4! We're going to have 4. Damn, that's crazy. We're going to have 4. You're going to have your season 9 silver class champion. That's F1 racer. He'll be in the Ferrari. We're going to have season 12 silver class champion Sir Charles. He's not here tonight, but he is in the... Where's Sir Charles? Sir Charles is in the Haas. Oh, that's a big power team right there. Because he's teammates with Rafa Hulk from season 14, silver class champion. And Tebow, season 13 silver champ. He's in the Mercedes, who they also won constructors. Him and D'Angelo last season, but now he's got a new teammate in SPM. Oh, there's a little bit of a race going on here. Look who, a little ghosting. Their ghosting might be on. So it's a cool season. I don't think a silver class champion has ever won a golden class championship. That has not happened. But there's a good opportunity for that to happen this year because we have 4 champions going at it. So it's kind of cool. And there's nobody has won all 3. So there's 4 people who they could get a golden championship. Next season on the new game they pop up the platinum, and they ain't gonna win it, I'll tell you that if I'm racing.
Seafreeze,
yes.
you said that nobody ever won 3, right? So can I be the first one to won 3 then? Demote Billy Black to silver, please. Thank you very much.
Unfortunately, I think you missed your opportunity. Yeah. Now, the only way, Raiden, because I think about this a lot, the only way you could really ultimately win a silver championship, because you run racing line only and you have experience, so it's really hard. It's hard for you to get demoted to silver, like a very small situation.
Yeah.
Although, in theory, if we had 20 platinum class signups, new, that would, in theory, push everybody else down. So, if our grids were really strong, I guess you could get demoted and then compete at silver at the top, but very unlikely.
Yeah, understandable. It's kind of like a football league. I understand that.
It's like F1 and F2, F3, right? How many people really win F3, F2, F1? Not many. It doesn't really even matter if you win F3 or F2. People look at F1. So that's what your main goal is really to get that platinum championship.
Yep.
So I wouldn't say the ones underneath don't matter at all. But
I mean, unless you're Roman Grosjean, who went from Formula 1 to win a GP2. So yeah, but that's because he lost a seat in the Formula 1 seat. So well, that's basically from platinum to gold then.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it could happen. We've had people get, it depends on it. Depends on it.
You guys hear me all right?
Yes, we can, and we're joined by Tasmanian Devil, your 3-time platinum class champion. For those on the stream, welcome, welcome.
Yeah, it's nice to be here. Finally got my mic working. Don't know
Oh,
what
yeah.
was wrong with it, but we're good now.
Okay, that's good to hear.
But yeah, Raiden, just run like max fuel every race and just crash it out like every other race. They'll have no choice. Just be like, oh, I'm not good on this game.
Nah, I mean, I pay lunch money just to join this race, so
Oh, that's good.
there's no way I'm gonna throw that lunch money away just to crash out every single race. So
Understandable.
Yeah, Seafreeze had you at the locker, right? I had you up at the locker. Give me your lunch money here, right? Otherwise, you can't race. Give me your lunch money. Yeah, for those
Gotta
who,
pick on threes.
yeah, for those who might be who unaware, TCR does have a season entry fee. It doesn't get pocketed by any means. It's for us to be able to provide trophies and other prizes to the grid, and also kind of confirms that you're serious about joining. Right? Everybody who's submitted a sign up and paid show up at least once. So that's kind of good. In the past, we've had people sign up and never hear from them again. So it's kind of a good level of commitment. We have GMB, first one in the 19s on the median, 19.3.
Waiting to see how long the stream delay is. Because so far, there's still 120 is the fastest time for me.
If you watch on, here's a little secret, guys. If you guys watch on Twitch, it's actually like only a 10-second delay, as opposed to the YouTube is like a minute and a half. So
Yeah, I think it's like 20 seconds right now.
yeah, it could be 10, 20, maybe. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I like YouTube better, but that's just me.
You would think after Twitch has clearly like a better like stream delay that YouTube would try and adapt, but I guess they don't need to since they're not really direct competitors.
Yeah, they kind of do their own thing.
Would be nice though.
So let me ask you this, Taz. With all the promotions from Golden to Platinum from last season to this season, who do you look to as far as who's going to be your guy? Maybe it's. I mean, I think it's going to be a multiple, but who's going to be the one to really watch out for?
Top 5 or top 6 with the exception of GTR got promoted, right?
Yeah, well, the top
In the
6
championship last year.
besides Tebow and
Okay.
besides Tebow, yeah.
Okay.
GTR it won't be racing in Platinum, but he's not racing in Golden either.
Okay. Probably Weeb, to be honest. I think he was the most consistent.
No, but he's in
terms of-
Platinum. Who did
Yeah,
you say?
you said Platinum. Which drivers in Platinum?
You could
Yeah.
do all right. I was saying more of like who you think is
you were like,
the Golden, but hey, do that
okay.
too. We'll do both. I like this. Yeah.
all right. But yeah, I think Weeb, he's really consistent. In terms of raw pace, I think him, Rockstar, Dirt Shark is in Platinum, right?
Yes, he's in Platinum.
And-
Rockstar. Rockstar. Yeah, Rockstar.
Yeah. And your
D'Angelo.
teammate-
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all really close on pace, but I think Weeb just has that bit more racecraft and consistency through a season. So I think he'll probably perform the best, and he'll be the one to look out for. Probably snatch a couple surprise results. But with Golden, I think from what I've seen so far, SPM and Raiden look quite strong. They weren't a million miles off those two, or the top guys who got promoted to Plat. And I think wasn't Raiden one of the guys who showed up a bit later in the season?
In silver last season. Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, you have to factor that in as well. So, yeah, they'll definitely be fighting at the front, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it all plays out.
Yeah, I somewhat agree. I think as far as those who got promoted from Golden to Platinum, I really like. I mean, I got to go with my guy, my teammate, right? The new teammate, D'Angelo. I've been actually impressed in the practice, just getting out on track with each other. He's kind of quick, so I don't know. I think I could work with him, and I think he's going to be pretty solid throughout the year. But I think it'll be pretty close between everybody. Whoever's moving up, the four that are actually racing that got moved up. We'll see. We'll see how that translates. But as far as in Golden, yeah, no, I agree. I think Raiden looks strong. I think he'll have a good opportunity. I really like GMBZ here tonight. He's a friend of SPM, Matt Roofer, and Tebow. So those guys are all quick in their own regards. So I think JMB will be pretty good. Although Tebow as well, and he did finish 5th in the standings. It was his first year in the Golden class. Now that a few people around him got promoted, it seems like he'd be the one to kind of shine. But then again, with the promotions, everybody's getting filled up. It's quite close again. But I don't know, it could be anybody. And we still have 2 seats open, so you never know. It could be somebody not even on the grid. That's PVW just went P4. Oh, Rafa Hulk, another spin. What's happening out there, Rafa?
I'm gonna guess he's gonna struggle with the no TC.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, so my Wi-Fi just cut out for some reason, but I heard most of what you were saying. And yeah, I think I would mostly agree with that. I think if D'Angelo, he cuts out some of those mistakes that he made last season in Golden, then he'll definitely be pretty strong and flat. I mean, we've raced him a lot in open lobbies, which, I mean, it's not always the most representative of how quick and how good someone is, but yeah, he's always seemed pretty good in those. So it'll be interesting to see how he does in that transition phase. But yeah, a lot of unknowns since Plat is quite a bit different from Golden in terms of just how quick everybody is. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting, and it was funny because this season we were really strict with the placements. We really needed to promote 4 or 5 guys from gold to platinum, mainly because a few people didn't return last season, mainly due to the game. They just this game just shot a lot of people. I guess figuratively, not literally. I hope not, at least. But we had to kind of fill a few slots in there, and it's funny talking with a few of those who were moving up, and they were like, well, you know, I'd rather stay in gold, and because I don't think I have pace to compete with to win in platinum. And I'm like, I answer back with them, I'm like, and then nobody has pace to win in platinum. I said, Taz, you're on the grid. So it's kind of hard winning races when you're there. There's only quite a few that could win them, but we still do need a fill from like P6 down, P6 to P20. So someone's gonna lose. So it's gonna be a little bit of adjustment, because when you're going from the top of golden to maybe middle of platinum, could be a little bit of a mindset switch as far as what's your expectations on the grid. But a big thing is just to, continue having fun in the process of practicing and competing and good racing and always looking towards that improvement. And if you could do that and just keep putting good results, and everyone's going to improve, and if you do it enough, then there's no reason you can get up towards the top. Prime example is TJ. He won the championship in season 13, and he went up last year and he finished, I believe, 6th or 5th in the championship, something like that. He didn't get a win, but he was competing for him regularly. So it could definitely happen. Definitely could.
This guy might be good.
Who you think's good, Raiden? Let's hear it.
GMB.
GMB. I like the guy. I think he's gonna be quick.
He had a pace. I don't know about his race pace though, racecraft and skill though. That's, you can be fast on one lap, and doesn't mean that you'll be, consistent on the race itself. So, seen that a lot of times when the people, they fast on the qualifying, but when it comes to the race, they were like, especially side by side, they were like, oh no, I don't know what to do. Yeah, I lost all the timing and lost all the pace.
Oh, for sure.
I mean,
yeah, you gotta be able to put it all together.
Those people that I race in the silvers, I know how their racecraft is, like Rafa Hawk, Sigris. But the ones that I never raced, like Ben Swerven, those who come from the silver class, I definitely know how their racecraft is. The only thing is that jumping to gold class right now, I have no idea how the rest of them drives.
Right. No, that's a perfect point. I was kind of saying that last night. This is a good opportunity to kind of see, where everybody's at, how much more practice they need to do, but also just to get on track for the first time with everybody. See who you should and should stay away from, kinda. See who's sketchy out there. You want to see who's sketchy. If they're sketchy, you want to stay away from them.
I know my sketchiness is down to my internet, which is, sucks that I'm being in Malaysia across 2 continents. So
yeah, well, that has a factor. It could.
Yeah, I still remember last season. I think it's in Jeddah where got a pole. I think it was. What was it again? Who tapped me behind, and it was due to connection issues that house felt last, and then had to do all over again just to come back to. Yeah, granted I win, but that's one of the hardest win ever in my whole life. That could have been way more easier if I could just run away. But it's a bit of drama. But so surely I don't want that happen one more time. Just due to connection issues. That's really sucks.
Yeah, it's always rough when that happens, although it is a part of it. It is, we are running cross-platform this year, so if anyone is as is last year. But this one we're starting from the beginning, round 1. And now the drivers really do know that when you're coming in. So it is true that, you know, if you are on Steam or Xbox, it's harder to get into the lobby if you get disconnected. Those on PlayStation, it's a little easier for them to get back into the session. But it comes with it.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunate, but it does.
I guess that gives a bit of experience on the race itself, you know. Anything could happen in the race, so yeah.
Yeah.
Just to confirm, you guys can still hear me, right?
Yes, we
Yes.
Okay, good. Got my Wi-Fi working again. I think someone downstairs is messing with it. I live with retarded people, so
Don't worry,
yeah.
we heard you loud and clear.
All right.
Hey, Taz, take over the stream for a second. I'll be right back. Tell a joke.
Wi-Fi
I'll be right
disconnects
back.
like 10 seconds later.
So shall we count 10 seconds from now?
No, let's not jinx it.
I was hoping to count 10 seconds from now, you know, just, you know, tick, 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 tick. Oh, it's be coming by now. Oh no, he didn't come back. What a liar.
Here, I'm gonna pull up the Twitch so the delay isn't as horrendous.
Switching to the Twitch.
Yeah, that's much better. Okay.
Is someone on the Twitch commenting? Oh.
Let's see. What's chat saying?
Interesting.
Here, I'll pull it up on my phone. 'Cause I'm worried about my laptop acting retarded again. I was going to say that Rafa looks like he was on a race run, but he just went into the pits. So a lot of people seem to be out on the softs though.
Soon.
Most likely doing a quali run or a mini race run of some sort.
That's kind of ballsy for you to do a race run using a soft.
Yeah, it's true. Especially since in practice the tire wear is higher than it is in the actual race.
Yeah. And the soft tire, you know, it's last. I mean, our stream is much more last longer than the soft tire itself, so that's self-explained about the soft tire. You know, it's just literally a one-shot tire.
Right. It'd be nice if they made that tire a bit more useful in the next game, so then we'd have a bit more strategy variety. But with I don't even know what we're calling them, but the events where you have to use all 3 tires, that should create some interesting racing.
Oh, the one we have to use all 3 tires for? That would be interesting.
Yeah. Since everyone probably be on different tires at different times, so some people will probably be trying to make some moves quickly, while others might try and hold on for dear life, starting on a harder tire and try and get back at them later. But
Spring week 3
It's
tire
hard to know
special.
for sure.
Ah, yeah, round 13.
yeah, I think we've got one at Brazil as well, round 3, I believe.
Oh,
Sure, let's see.
nice. Yeah,
So yeah,
it's
we
Brazil.
got Yeah, you got 2 of them. So we've got one in Brazil round 3, and then one in Hungary round 13. So yeah, I think having a good tire strategy is going to be especially important in Hungary.
Man, what a way to race in France, in Monaco and Britain. Wow.
Yeah, not looking forward to Monaco, to be honest, but I think other than that, all the tracks are really good. Should produce some good racing, some good entertainment for all those watching.
No way. China's gonna be suffering for me. China, Abu Dhabi, Britain, Monaco. Yep. All those 4 races gonna be a bit of a stretch for myself. But, well, race goes on.
Yeah, I mean everybody has bogey tracks. For me, it's Baku, so thankfully that's not on the calendar.
Oh, for you, it's what, Baku?
Yeah,
Mm,
I used
the only
to be okay at it, but on this game, I'm embarrassingly bad.
I mean, I was hoping for one track to come back, but sadly it didn't, which is Jeddah. I love the track.
Yeah, it would have been nice to have Jeddah stay on for this season. It produced some pretty good moments as well. I mean, we had what 4 wide and flat, which was just pure chaos. And then I remember in season 13 there was like a million safety cars in all 3 classes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And Jeddah is where as well one of my toughest races so far in TCR, coming back from behind. After securing a pole, which connection issues dropped me back of the grid because someone couldn't judge my car movement. But
Right.
I mean, no fault on them because like I said, I'm racing across the 2 oceans. So yeah.
Yeah, it was just an unfortunate occurrence. And the fact that crossplay is pretty broken doesn't help much, but what can you do?
The only way is F1 2023, please come faster and better. Well, we never know. I mean, heard that 2023 is gonna be the same as 2022, just minor additional stuff.
Yeah. Looks like F1 Racer just had a small off-track moment at turn 1 as GMBZ sets a 118.0. It's a very quick time from him. You got a response to that? To that 18.0?
I'll see.
Or are you hiding in those pockets? From where I'm standing, it looks like it's a bunch of sandbags.
I mean, it's just testing, so I'm not gonna pull out all the cards right now. So
Okay. We'll find out in a week's time.
Yes, we will. Sorry about that. I am back now.
Welcome back.
you
welcome
went
back.
off more than 10 seconds, you liar.
Yeah. Complicated business. Well, I'm back, and also, you having a giggle. He's in the Alfa Romeo this year, I guess. Or maybe not. He might have, let's see what car he's actually in. I don't know what you guys talked about, but you having a giggle is in
I have.
Oh, the Alfa Romeo. Okay, so he's good.
Yeah. You should ride on board.
Yeah.
See how much fuel he's got on.
Yeah, you having a giggle? He finished. If this is accurate. Giggle's been here, I believe, since the start of the Golden Class. He's such a veteran in the Golden Class. He's been here for, I believe, every season we've raced. He's always come back.
You having a giggle? Is this guy in Alfa Romeo?
Alfa Romeo, yeah.
Yeah, but why on me it says in a Red Bull? What the? Huh? Okay.
It's weird. Seafreeze, are you able to see how much fuel he's got on board?
Fuel? No, how am I gonna know that?
You can remove the telemetry at the bottom, and then you can look at his steering wheel.
It's got 7.8.
Oh, okay.
That's fuel, huh?
Yeah. So he's probably just getting warmed up. Not going for any race runs or quali runs just yet.
Yep.
See what his first lap time is.
Is 21.8, so that's good enough for 10th there. F1 racers back into the garage. JMB still holding up at the front, 18 flat, I believe. Already beats Silver Class from last night. I think Camden had an 18.4.
It was 18.3. I'll give you the specifics on that in a second.
Actually, I did put it out here. It was 18.350. I got it. So 18.350 is what Camden Luca did last night. Was his quickest. It was J&B, a new driver, 18.584, and another new driver, Carson, 18.976. That was last night by the end of it. So they still got 12 minutes. I'm sure they'll fire the engines up a little bit.
Yep. So far, our fastest times set across both testing sessions is 18.075 from GMBZ, and then you have Camden behind him with 18.35, and then Segrist with 18.4, followed by JMB with 18.5, and then Carson with 18.9. So top 5 separated by about 9/10.
I think we will have some more drivers pop into the 18s in the next 10 minutes or so. Although what's really interesting is I think there's some big heavy hitters that aren't here today, that when you combine those along with this group who showed up here tonight, it's gonna be really good, good class. I really do believe it.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that.
It's always, Golden's always like that. It's such a good class.
Yeah, I don't think there's ever been like a dull season in Golden. Since I've been here, it's always been pure chaos.
Yeah, the good kind.
Unless you're Seafreeze predicting Courtney Weed as Golden Class champion.
Oh yes.
It's looking like is it Gibbs? I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but looks like he's going for another quali run.
Oh, I like the pronunciation. Yeah. What did you say, Gims?
Yeah.
Gims. Whoa, he's into the wall. He would have been out if that's next week. Gims.
Oh, yeah. That corner is probably going to catch a lot of people out.
Oh, yeah.
I've noticed that on this game, the surface temperatures of the tires are very sensitive. It's very easy to just go outside of that window where you have the most grip. And when that happens, then you end up in the wall, like Dim's just showed. So
SPM put a quick lap in. It was good enough for P3, 18.5. Raiden is on a quick one here. Let's see. He's coming around the final corner. Final time. Maybe not. Definitely not. To the line is P2, 18.368. So he's getting closer to Gims.
looks like you took off those sandbags, huh? What's that? 1.4 laps of fuel?
Hmm?
Oh yeah, we see it. 1.2.
No.
Yeah.
There's still a sandbag over there, if you realize something.
I think
All
it'll
you
be
need to do is
interesting to
rewind
see.
a few seconds back to see what is the sandbag is.
But no, I think knowing the ERS usage people have used to set their laps would be pretty interesting, since using overtake throughout the lap is quicker than just keeping it in a hot lap and doing it that way. So yeah, some people might have lap times are a bit quicker than what's truly representative of what they might show in quali come next week, but you never know. I mean, they have an entire week to find improvements in the driving and the setup, so it's hard to draw proper conclusions from this, but it's always interesting to try and make predictions.
Oh yeah. Well, just like what you just said, it gives drivers a sense of where they are at to start the season, but they do have a week to fix it, to improve at this track, and then take that momentum and keep it throughout the season. It's a long season, so you're going to have to do it pretty consistently throughout the entirety of the 15 races to get some good results, to help the team. I know a couple things while we're here. We're going to do the next podcast for the Racing Debrief will be pretty much a summary of all the classes, but we'll touch here on the Golden Class too. I think the Constructors is going to be very interesting. I was looking at the lineups, looking at the pairings. There could be one strong team, I think. I think Tebow and SPM and the Mercedes will look strong for another season in a row. I guess the Mercedes, because SPM is a new teammate with Tebow, but that pairing looks to be strong. But I think there's many lineups that are going to be strong. So the Constructors, I think, might be the closer of the championships. Could be everything.
Yeah, I think it'll be close all around. I mean, it's a long season, and there are a lot of factors that you just can't possibly account for. I mean, it's especially in Golden Class, so.
Yeah, I think last season we had the top 6 drivers still within the championship hunt with like 2 or 3 rounds left. Something like that.
Yeah. I mean, both Silver and Golden Class were close right up until the last race of the season, so I hope we can expect more of that this season.
I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. If you're new, definitely check us out. You go to our website down in the description. You can sign up there. We do have some seats still open. You can sign up and get on the grid for next week. If you're interested in being a steward or a commentator, we also have some roles open for that. We're going to need some help throughout the entire season. You know, it runs around 4 months or so. So we do need a few extra hands on board to go through some incident submissions, doing a couple of the streams, particularly for the Golden Class. We're going to need definitely a main commentator, hopefully to slot in there pretty nicely. But we'll take what we can get. So definitely check us out, join the Discord, and if you don't want to join the races or be on the team of any sort, you could definitely check us out. For next week is round 1 for all the classes. Tomorrow night is Platinum class for their testing. I know I'll be there. I'll be sandbagging a little bit tomorrow night, so you could come watch me. You could come watch me sandbag a little bit. I believe Camden Luca will be commentating. But it's going to be a good season for all of them. But we do still have some roles and seats open, so definitely sign up and get involved early. You don't want to come in late, and you want to be there for round 1.
Seems like a lot of drivers are extending at the fast chicane in Sector 3.
Yeah, I was thinking
It's,
that too, and
very
also
tricky.
cutting that second. I guess that'd be turn 11 apex as well.
Yeah. Generally, it's quicker to cut it, but if you hit it at the wrong angle, then it could be race over for you. So it's a matter of risk versus reward. But it looks like Raffahawk might be on a quali run right now,
Alright, let's check it out.
and Dim seems to be starting on as well.
10th up in first sector. This is where you duck your head and hope you got the speed down the straightaway. When you come up to that section we were talking about, turn 10, you flick it in, then the left. Yeah, just a little bit of oversteer on the exit, but he handles it quite well. Awkward 90-degree corner, easy to lock up. It looked like a little lockup from Raffahawk, and then he slams the throttle and he goes for a little bit of a spin. So hopefully he's got some more fuel in the tank to cool those tires down, maybe go for another run in a minute or so.
Yeah, that's a weird one. It'll be interesting to see how much wing everybody decides to run for this race. Since you can compromise and run less wing and be really quick in Sector 2 and in Sector 1, that'll hurt you in Sector 3. Or you could run more wing and compromise Sector 2 but be really quick in Sector 3. And since that's all slow speed corners, chances are you'll probably gain a little bit more time there, but if you're in the midfield, it's gonna be rough working your way up.
Yeah, it's a good point, because once they reconfigured the track, it does kind of give you that option of you could go low or a little bit higher downforce. Gives you that opportunity to kind of choose. I feel like on the last layout it was kind of more towards like balanced, more higher downforce like you needed. It didn't really make much sense to go for low downforce, so it does open
Right.
that up for this layout, and in that regard.
Where do
got
you
a
think
minute left.
you'll be going next week?
I'll
low
be
or
at
high?
Australia. I'll be at Australia. I packed my bags. I'm out. I'm in the outback.
Okay, keeping your cards close to the chest. That's fair. I know. Back in season 14, a good example of low versus high you could look at is my battle with Professional. He went low, I went high, and for the opening laps of the race, I was just like really close to him at the end of Sector 1. Then at Sector 2, he would just pull away, and I'd catch up a little bit in the chicane, but would never quite get close enough to overtake into the next corner. Got past him eventually, but it took quite a long time. So
Well,
yeah,
it does. It's a good good idea. It's like I didn't really think about that as far as, man, you really could go kind of low or high downforce, but the drivers tonight, they definitely got some intel, and they'll go back to the drawing board and kind of see what works for them. But I'm impressed. We got out of the top 3 tonight, we got 1 new driver who's claiming the top spot. I don't think anyone is on a lap. Roofer's on a lap. Let's see if he does anything here. Let's not call it just yet, Seafreeze. Let's go through it. He's got a spin in front of him. Ghostin was off. That did compromise him, but it doesn't look like it. It's going to be a quicker lap. Nope, he's coming in. So yeah, pretty surprising. We have a new driver topping the times here in Golden. 18 at flat, I'd say. Then you have 2 silver class drivers who got promoted in the top 3 as well, Raiden and Segrist, who are going to be right up there in the top, slotting in with SPM in 4th. And then you see a little bit of a gap towards Roofer and the rest of the pack. But next week is when points are given out, so we'll have, hopefully, everybody on the grid. This is just a little tease, kind of see where everybody's at. And tomorrow night's the Platinum class testing, so same thing for tomorrow night, same place, same time for tomorrow. There's the standings there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I want to thank Raiden and Taz mainly for helping me get through this tonight, and we'll do it for show next week. Actually, Taz.
Real quick.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
well, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
any final thoughts on what we had tonight, or whatever you
Yeah,
want to say?
I was gonna ask Raiden, what are your thoughts on testing and expectations coming into the season?
I never put myself too high on expectation because there's always a chance of a new driver coming in and be faster than what we expected. So yeah, just gonna see what's planned out for the season and just go with the flow by it.
Okay, humble.
I was gonna say, very humble. I like that. I like that. Yeah, well, there you have it. So that was testing for TCR. Thank everybody for watching. Check us out. Head over to the website, sign up, and we start round 1 next week at Australia. Same time, same place, right here at TCR. We do still have seats open, so go ahead and sign up if you want to help in stewarding, commentary. We do have roles there for you. We'll slot you in somewhere. But season 15, it's a good solid number, round number. Season 15, it's going to be a good one. We got 15 races lined up as well. A lot of good events, sprint races. We got the TCR Grand Prix. We got full qualifying for Monaco for all the classes. So that, for the first time, that will be interesting. And we always have a nice, solid, star-studded lineup to go for the gold, especially here tonight in gold class. But without being said, that's going to do it for tonight. I hope everybody enjoyed. We'll see you back here tomorrow and then next week for round number 1. And until then, have a good night, everybody.
Or good morning if you're in Malaysia.
Or good morning if you're in Malaysia. Good morning, good night. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Have a nice night.